Good morning, gamers! Good morning, good morning. Yes, it is another great day here in Minecraft Bedrock and Surviving Bedrock. Yes, this iron farm has been phenomenal. I went AFK for not even a whole night because I came out the next morning and my Xbox was turned off saying it needed to update. So I don't even know how long it was AFK, but this thing is churning out iron golems left and right. Nothing in there. Look at this. This thing is phenomenal. I actually had this chest about halfway full earlier of nothing but iron, and now it's all coming down into here. I've got so much iron, I will never need to worry about iron anymore. I am so happy about that. I got tired of worrying about iron. Yes. Yes. But today, we are going to do a slightly different farm. I was going to consider doing a general purpose mob farm, mainly because I keep running out of gunpowder to make rockets. And the only things I really wanted from a general purpose mob farm was gunpowder and bones. But luck would have it, right over here, just about 30 blocks below the iron farm, I was down here caving, getting some resources, and I come across this beauty, a skeleton spawner. So now I do not need a general purpose mob farm because I have so many sources of string and so many sources of zombie flesh. I don't care. The only thing I care about now is gunpowder. So I am going to look into some options for a creeper farm, and I will get back to you on that. But today, we are going to take a trip to the Nether because we are going to dig deeper into how we can use the Piglins and their bartering system to our advantage. You see here behind me, I've already hooked up the iron farm to our Nether hub, and I've even got the pathway out here. I also made a branch going straight out there to our ancient ore mine. But you'll see over here, I've already kind of been at work doing some experimentation on how to make this work. We have some piglins trapped in here, so it's all good. No problems there. And I have another section over here that I'm going to do with you guys a little bit more on camera to show how we get this done. And I have kind of walled it off and put a ceiling over it because while building this, because ghast like to spawn every half a second in the Nether anymore, I had to do something. So I made a little bit of a box around here so gas would stop blowing it up. But basically, all it takes to do this is a little bit of patience, which I will tell you this morning I did not have because I was getting so tired of gas blowing up everything. And all you got to do is lure the little piglins over here where they got to go. It is very, very simple. You simply grab an area, help them climb their way up here. Make sure you have a trap door in there so they'd recognize it as something they can actually walk on. And then just slowly but surely lure them up here. And when they get close, nudge them in and call it a day. There it is. Yes, I will put a little temporary block over his head so I know he's not going anywhere. But first, I will break that trap door. Break the trap door very carefully. Put a temporary block over his head, and there we go. Now for the other guy. Come here, buddy. There we are. That's a good piglin. And I keep collecting so much stuff from these guys, I don't know what to do with it all. My inventory keeps filling up before I can do anything about it. I've got so many ender pearls, I don't think I'll ever need to create an enderman farm. It's really this easy, guys. It's really not difficult to do this. Once you kind of figure out a pattern to do it. There we are. Once they get this close, you just kind of nudge them in. There we go. See, 2 in already. And a temporary block. There we are. See? Easy as pie, but I will promise you, my family will tell you this morning, I thought completely different because I was getting incredibly mad. I wasn't getting mad at the piglins. I was getting mad at all the gas that kept blowing everything up. I'd get them stuck in there, then a gas would come along, blow it up, they'd all get out, they're angry at me, everything. But these guys are in here, and just from luring people in here, this is all I'm getting so far. A whole bunch of stuff. It's incredible. But now, before we get too much into this, let me kind of show you what we're doing here to make this whole thing together. What we've got here is we've got a little area for them. But down here, the piglins are standing on a hopper. Uh-oh. Like I said, ghasts. Every 5 seconds, this is a problem. There we are. He's dead. Good deal. There we are. Put the fires out. So, the piglins are all standing on hoppers that have carpet on top of them. Now, I made the mistake of thinking the carpet wasn't necessary. The carpet is absolutely necessary, because if they are not standing on carpet, you see how when I walk on the carpet, I raise up just a little bit. That allows the piglins to actually pick up the gold ingot that is down there. I don't know if I have a button. I don't have a button on me. I'll demonstrate it later. Otherwise, the gold ingot goes from our droppers straight to the hopper. The piglins don't do anything with it. So that is essential. You can obviously hook these straight into a chest right here. You might want to do 2 chests or 3 chests. I'm doing 1 on each side. I'm going to see how quickly it fills up, if it gets backed up or anything like that. And that is simple. I've done a little bit of a decorative. I went and started farming some of the new biomes, wood types and everything. But that is it. That's all it is. Very simple, very easy. Where's my polished blackstone? And then I'm putting glass there so I could see them doing everything. But I'm going to quickly finish putting all these piglins in here. And then I'm going to show you how we're going to set this up to where it'll just automatically feed these droppers about every few seconds when the piglins are done examining their gold ingots. There, I've got my last ones in here, and I almost forgot to mention, it is important that once they're in here, you name tag them. Otherwise, piglins will despawn. They are not like villagers that don't despawn. They will despawn if you get more than 44 blocks away, which after you've spent all this time getting them in here, I don't think you really want that to happen. But now it is a simple matter of setting up some kind of a clock that will help us time when they get their gold ingots. But first we need to give these piglins some droppers. And here we go, giving them some droppers with just a temporary block above so I can make it face downward. I really am loving the new sound effects from the Nether update. It really is neat. And last one done. There we go. Okay. Now, I've just been kind of decorating it a little bit to make it look a little pretty. Nothing too much. Ah, what the heck? Oh, I opened a chest. Oops. I forgot. Gosh, I gotta get used to that. I forgot. Piglins don't like when I open chests. They really don't like it. Even if it's my chest. Hence why the wall is going here. There we go. Now nothing's getting in here. Whew. Sorry about that little scare there for a second. Okay, we are walled off here. We're good to go. No worries. My piglins are all here. Droppers are all here. Give me a moment. And now just to make our farm look a little better up here. There we go. We got red and blue on one side. I feel like we're watching the Halo series, Red vs. Blue. Ha ha ha, it's funny. Now time for some fun redstone work. Pretty simple stuff here. We need a couple hoppers, which we have. We need a couple sticky pistons. Actually, don't need to be sticky pistons. We just need a couple regular pistons. We need some redstone. We do need a couple comparators. And that should be all we need here. There we go. So basically, we want to have these farms turned on all at the same time, and we want them to be timed. That way we don't have to continually sit here and do anything about it. First thing we need to do is, of course, get up here and run some redstone along this entire set of droppers and blocks. And then what we're going to simply do is we are going to create what is called a hopper clock. This is done very, very easily. It's just a matter of placing 2 hoppers into each other. Just like so. A redstone block on top. Okay. A piston facing into so it can constantly push this block. There we go. Another piston over here. Basically a piston on either side of the hoppers. And then down here is where we do want a comparator comparing the items in each hopper and then running into the actual setup here. Give me 1 second. I actually wanted to build this 1 block higher. There we go. That's what we wanted right there. And now it's just a matter of finishing up the wiring. There, 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 and there. Which we can use some of this to help make it look a little bit nicer. There we go. That looks pretty good. Ah, there we go. I apologize. I made a goof here, everybody. I'm sorry. Let me correct that real fast for you. You have the comparator going into a solid block. Ah, I see what I've done wrong. Remember I told you guys a while ago, redstone is not my thing? I wasn't exactly lying about that. Redstone on the fly when it's not my strong suit. Not a good combination. Something's going on. I need to refresh my memory on how to make a hopper clock, apparently. Let me refresh my memory on this, guys. I must have forgot how to do this one, and I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, I am back, and I am so sorry for that delay. I had a complete brain lapse on how to actually do one of these hopper clocks. It's been a while. Basically, hoppers feed into each other. There's a comparator that takes an output, puts it into this block. After that block is a repeater, which shoots the redstone signal down. That happens on both sides. So every time this shifts, it lights up the other side and it shoots down, it activates whatever you have activated. And I have it set to a pretty good timing here. It's got 12 items in it. That's what I've been playing around with and figuring out that seems to be the best. And I have noticed that occasionally the gold ingot does not make it to the piglin. It makes it straight down into the hopper. But for the most part, it's fine. And it's not like you lose the gold, it just comes back to you. But that does the trick just fine. Now you can have that redstone running on top of the droppers or behind them. I may switch it to behind so I can have a minecart going back and forth so it can actually feed the droppers with more gold. I may set that up later, but now you can see what all we're getting here. I mean, we're getting a bunch of stuff here, in addition to the lapsed gold that comes back occasionally. I've come to the realization this is one of the best farms available. You get a bunch of different resources and you get them in a very, very good supply. Oh, everyone's out of gold. I'm like, why is it not giving anyone anything? Okay. So yeah, it is pretty darn consistent. I've got a bunch of stuff already. But here we go. We just flip the lever. Boom. A couple of the guys have some gold. Now over here, a couple of the guys have some gold. Back over here. That guy caught it, the other guy didn't. No big deal. But there we are. Very, very easy, very, very simple, no deal. I may work on digging down a little bit and putting in some kind of a filter system because these guys give you a lot of different stuff, including these soul speed books. Ooh, got a soul speed 3, yes. Magma cream, fire charges, ender pearls, leather, iron boots, crying obsidian. They give us a whole bunch of stuff. It is awesome. But I think we are going to call that a day today, everybody. With all the work we've put into this, we are safe in our little bartering area. Our piglins are a little angry because we just opened those chests because they really don't like it when you open chests near them. But thanks again so much, everybody. Sorry if it's a little bit shorter. It was a little bit confusing. I have to refresh my memory on some redstone components occasionally. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please hit that like button and subscribe so you guys can see the next episode. We are going to try to work on a creeper farm to round out farm week so far. Thanks again so much, guys. This is Sean Isaac signing off. Bye.